The following program may contain content inappropriate for some listeners. The views expressed are not necessarily those of Dutchess Student Media Group, DCC staff, or administration. Enjoy.
Now Ray is about to speak. Dre is about to speak.
It is what it is, radio.
Dre is about to speak. Dre is about to speak.
I want to choke people.
Dre is about to speak. That was good. That was good.
Musical mastermind.
Allow me to interrupt just for a moment.
It's been an hour since you've been gone, and that's too long. So come back on.
Never again will I fly scared.
Let me tell you something. I want y'all to take all your planes to the sky and parachute out and let them all crash, so that y'all have no reason to ever put people back in the air.
It is what it is, radio. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Welcome to It Is What It Is Radio.
Wait, why is my mic not
I'm
on?
your boy R&BD.
Why is my mic not on?
And today we got a special treat for y'all.
My mic
It's going to be a one-man show featuring a special guest.
Hey! You douchebag.
You know, normally how we start the show off is it's myself, R&BD, Uncle Dre, and your boy VI, the musical mastermind. But we're going to do something a little different this week.
Don't nobody want to hear you.
This is the one-man show featuring a special guest, Yoda. No? Okay. Yes, you are Yoda. You must get over it. Yoda, you are.
Her
Okay.
mic ain't on neither.
She's mic 3? Yeah.
No, I'm mic 3,
Oh,
ho.
sorry. She's mic 4? Okay. Now her mic is on.
I am Yoda. I am Sylvr. I am many
Yes.
different things.
Welcome to the show.
Hi.
You better turn my mic on.
What?
Yeah.
That's strike 1.
What?
2, 3. So, back to our regular schedule.
Don't make me sick.
They never should have let me produce the show.
That's why we started 37 minutes late. Come on, son.
All right, fine. Stop being a little baby. Yo, I wish I had that on tape. Yo, Mo, listen, Big Mo Murder, you gonna have to get up here and help us with this recording thing, man, because the tantrum he just threw needed to be captured on video. It was ridiculous. He's like a 5-year-old little punk kid in the suburbs.
You're playing games, son. I'm trying to talk to the people. Hello.
All right, so I'm gonna turn it over to our regularly scheduled host, Uncle Dre's punk ass.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is February 23rd, 2017, and you're listening to It Is What It Is After Hours, the podcast. Check us out on YouTube at It Is What It Is Radio Show After Hours, and check out my Instagram, The Real Uncle Dre.
I'm still not totally sure about that whole address you just gave the people.
That's what I find it under. It Is What It Is Radio Show After Hours.
Okay.
Well, fix it then. IT guy.
That is my department. I was on vacation. No, I was on sick leave.
Yeah, I'm sick of you leaving everything left undone.
You know what?
Yeah. And welcome.
Listen, you ain't even had news this week. So what are you talking about?
You know
you're
what?
the news department. You're Brian Gumbo of the show
Well, I gotta be Brian Gumbo.
because he's black.
So is
And
Lester
he's a great
Holt.
journalist.
So is Lester Holt.
Who? I don't even know who that is.
That's the.
Are you kidding?
Wow.
No, I'm not kidding. I don't know who Lester, whatever his name is.
I almost would have preferred you call me Don Lemon, and Don Lemon is,
Fictional.
Don Lemon is not fictional.
He not?
No, he's a real guy on CNN.
Oh, I you know how they in the newspaper they do
Van
like
Jones
editorial retractions and all that.
Yeah.
All right, so there was this show where I had.
Before you get into that, I want to welcome our guest Miriam, aka Yoda. How are you?
Hi.
All right.
Also known as Sylvr.
Sylvr. I prefer Sylvr. That's better than. I think it's better than Yoda. You're his personal Yoda, but at least Luke listened to Yoda. D doesn't listen to anybody, but we'll get into that later.
No, we'll get into that next week.
No, we'll get into that now while she's here, so she can help me dig your new asshole. But
No, nothing with nothing. There you go with the asshole. No.
stop being afraid of it, dude.
No, I'm not going there. I'm not exit only, bro. No.
Not your asshole, but like
no, but that's what you just like, yo.
No,
son,
we're gonna dig you a new asshole.
No.
That's a euphemism for we're gonna like
get in my ass. No, thank you.
We're gonna chide you. We're gonna badger you. We're gonna rip you a new one. It's a term, but you are so anti-anal. Like,
Yes, I am anti-anal.
it's an erogenous zone. You don't necessarily have to have anything. Listen, I don't like anything in my ass.
What? Yeah, go ahead and repeat what you told me at the sex party so many years ago.
I don't remember.
You
told
called me a prude.
You
Okay,
are a prude.
You're a prude.
You said I was a prude. I am not a prude.
You are a prude with a bunch of rules.
Listen. I have simple rules. I'm not putting nothing in your butt. All right. I'm not putting your feet in my mouth.
I can agree with the no feet.
Okay.
Okay. I don't really think
Everything else is up for discussion and possible. Everything.
everything.
No animals and stupid shit
Okay,
like
I
that.
was about to
but
say
like-
because when you say
No, come
everything,
on.
there's a lot of. Everything.
I'm talking about between me and a woman, man and woman.
Okay.
All right. I'm not putting nothing in your butt.
Why not?
I'm not. I'm against.
But if that's what she wants,
How the hell did we get on this topic? This is not the topic of the show. This is not what we came here for.
No.
but that's
Oh
what
my
she came here
goodness.
for.
Well, you should have brought her on another show. This is not.
No, I'm talking about this fictional woman.
Well, this fictional woman did not come for
you're
me to
not
do
giving
nothing
any
to her.
anal to.
Listen, all right. I just personally am not with it. It's not my thing. I don't like it. I don't want to do it.
You scared? Say you scared.
I'm not afraid. I don't like it
How do you know you don't like it if you've never done it?
because it's one of those eject buttons for me.
Eject.
Or what's the button in the factory where they shut everything down?
It's okay. You can be respectful of other people.
Okay.
I'm
now-
always respectful of other people and what they do.
Okay. All right.
Yo,
All right.
if
All right.
some-
All right. Okay.
Hold on. No, you gonna hold on there.
I'm saying it's okay. If that's what you're into or not into, then
I'm not. And see,
Then
like, I don't have a
fine.
problem with, like, he likes to eat the booty. I don't have a problem with that. That's his prerogative. Different strokes for different folks. I am not against anyone doing whatever pleases them.
salad tossing?
Yes.
I'm not against it.
Okay.
Now you can't go around just tossing anybody salad. You have to know the person. You have to be
Right.
It
But
should be
I'm-
your partner.
I'm not tossing nobody's salad.
This is definitely not what I thought we'd be talking
This
about.
is not what we came here to talk about, but during that technical difficulty downtime, y'all went left field and
No, we talked about a mutual point of interest, which excluded you because
I was busy over here trying to figure out why it wasn't working, and it was working all along. Y'all headphones were just down too damn low.
and you wasn't doing your job right. Now let me ask you this before we get out the asshole thing, right?
I'm not in the asshole.
No. Now suppose you're with someone and she doesn't necessarily want you to stimulate her anally either digitally or phallically. Suppose she just wants you to put something in there, like a toy she already has.
I'm fine with
A
that.
butt plug, anal beads, a
All-
knotted rag.
Well, that's kind of not what you were saying before. You were
No,
totally
I'm
anti.
saying I am not putting my dick in her ass
He's not gonna
or,
put
or my
anything-
mouth in, like, my dick in my mouth in the ass off limits.
Finger?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Why your finger and not in your dick? Like, what's the difference?
It doesn't make sense, and I don't claim for it to make sense, but it's just nasty to me.
Okay. I mean, you shouldn't be fucking people with nasty buttholes.
All buttholes are nasty. All of them. All of them.
I know. I disagree.
Well, we just gonna disagree on that, cause yeah, but I have no problem putting a toy in someone's butt if that's what they want, or
Finger?
just
Finger?
finger is fine. My dick in my mouth, not going there.
What if they clean up real good?
Nope.
What if she
Completely.
uses a
That's
douche?
that's a kill switch for me.
What if she uses an anal douche? Do you know how clean an anal douche can get something?
Yes, I do.
How? Because you don't mess with butt play.
I know what douches are, and I know what are the composition of douches.
Okay. That cleans out at least 3 feet of colon. And if you got 3
Anal
feet of cock, then you
douche
need to be
with the
off
ingredients
radio.
in most douches, it's like scraping cells off. Like,
No, you don't have to use commercial douches. You can just use plain water or saline.
Yeah.
that's I mean, hey, still no, I'm not.
I feel
$1
like,
million on the table, you lick
Huh?
a freshly clean butthole.
You feel what?
I feel like Dr. Ruth.
See,
You know her?
Under normal, yeah, I know who Dr. Ruth is.
Okay, I thought it was.
He is my
cool.
Dr. Ruth. All things sex, I go to him for, or I used to go to him for. and ask questions. He has been my
I
sexual
don't
educator.
understand why it became past tense, like, as if I just stopped being, educated.
Because once upon a time before he was in love, he gave me. Now I'm happy for him that he's in love. Happy, and he takes it as a detraction all the time, like.
Because you called me a sucker for
You
love.
are a sucker for love, son. That's a beautiful thing.
I'm not a sucker for love.
No,
Yes, I'm
you're-
a sucker for my woman. I'm not going to lie about that.
Do we need to, Miriam? You're gonna have to listen to the podcast "Sucker for Love" versus "Suckers" because there's a difference. See, he's taking it as I'm calling him a sucker. I'm not. He's a sucker for love, meaning he's in love with his woman. He's gonna do all kinds of nice shit, and the world is. He's seeing now through rosy-colored glasses.
And I think
Everything is.
you're using that term wrong. 'Cause somebody who sees the world through rose-colored glasses refuses or just is incapable of seeing reality and the downside and the harshness of the world. No, I am not seeing the world through rose-colored glasses. I see them through the same colored glasses I always have because
Nah.
No.
The crew is with me on this one, bro.
the crew as in who?
As in our crew. They have solidified that, you are different and you are seeing the world through rosy colored glasses.
I'm different.
Bro.
Yes, I'm different because you know what?
We had this discussion already with the crew.
Whoa,
but-
what is wrong with being different? What
None-
is
see,
wrong
here-
with having rose-colored glasses if that's the case?
No, see,
you
okay,
can take them off whenever you want to and
Here's-
put them back on.
Here's my interpretation of the term "seeing the world through rose-colored glasses," and this is what maybe we need to work this part out. Saying someone sees the world through rose-colored glasses to me means that they are oblivious to the consequences, to the harsh side of reality. They just see, the good in everything, and they can't potentially conceptualize the bad.
Nah, that's just stupid.
Right.
That's only if you don't take them off.
Right. Now, here's the thing. I don't see the world through rose-colored glasses.
I didn't
in
say
that
you were
understanding.
stupid. I said you.
Because the truth be told, I see the ugly side of what relationships are. And here's the thing. I'm willing to go through those things with this person. I'm willing to deal with and accept that not every day is going to be the honeymoon. Like the honeymoon phase eventually ends. And I'm willing to go and honestly, I will make the sacrifices of dealing with the bad that comes with all the good. So I don't agree with the rose-colored glasses term.
Miriam,
because you take it as if
on our YouTube page is a episode called "Suckers for Love versus Suckers." Please listen to that and you'll understand.
Okay. I have too many questions to ask before I can make a informed opinion.
By all means. I am not afraid of questions. I invite questions.
You guys are by state.
Yes, we're in two different states at the time. For the time
At
being.
the time, have you been together?
Yes.
Have
we
you lived together?
Have we lived together? No. Not quite. Not yet. That's the next phase we're going into.
Okay, how long have you guys been
A couple?
connected?
We've been a couple since August. However, I've known her and we've been friends since 2009.
Friends?
Friends.
Close friends?
Close friends, yes. As in, yeah, there was nothing to find out about me after we decided that we would turn this into something more. I'm not learning anything new about her. She's not learning anything new about me, except what you learn about somebody being more than just their friend. It's not as if I met her in July and then we started, became a thing in August. No, I've known her for a number of years.
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 How many years?
Since 2009. So let's see, going on 8.
Okay.
Going on 8. It'll be 8 years in July that I've known her. And we've been in constant contact since then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't see the rosy colored glasses.
We've known each other through other relationships.
You don't see the rosy colored glasses because you didn't know him before he was in love.
Okay, I'll admit that before I was with her, because here's to be honest, I've been in love with her since I met her, and yeah, I know that looks really weird, right? But no, I've been in love with her since I've known her, but like I said, we've been friends, and before her,
What?
I was.
What is that?
It's a
Rockstar.
energy drink.
That's it. That thing holds 32 ounces.
It's ice. There's ice in there.
This is 16 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
That's just one can.
Yes.
It looks like carbonated
Urine.
wonton soup.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I mean, that is a wonton soup container.
It looked like bubbly piss from where I'm sitting.
It does look like bubbly piss.
I
Absolutely.
did not know you were into drinking these.
This, yes. Red Bull, no.
And what's the difference?
Red Bull tastes nasty.
I love the taste of Red Bull.
Except
Actually,
with Maker's Mark.
yeah. Red Bull,
Red Bull and
All right.
Maker's Mark.
the best energy drink
Yes.
on the
I
market.
said the same thing. I mean,
Red Bull and Hennessy and Red Bull.
No, you don't need no
Yes.
more Hennessy and Red Bull
Yes.
for your whole life.
Oh,
You
shut
don't
up,
need-
shut up. That's another story. That's another drunken Damien story. Boy,
I'm learning things about you I never knew.
because you haven't seen the other side of me. You haven't seen.
Because you only come around when you see Yoda.
No, that's not the case. The case is there's Damien, there's that nigga D. You haven't seen that nigga D because he doesn't come out often. That's all. If you come to a club with me, you'll probably see him. Go on vacation with me, you'll see him.
You won't like him.
Yes, you will.
I like D most of the time, but
You like Damien.
when he's drunk,
You don't like that nigga D.
I hate.
And likewise, I hate all of y'all motherfuckers when y'all high
I don't do that.
anymore.
Yeah.
Can't stand and being around more than more than one of you while you're high. Forget it. Shoot me.
It ain't my fault you lose your sense of humor when
No, y'all niggas just stupid.
I would like to see you when you're drunk. Can I?
Yes, absolutely.
No, you
Absolutely.
won't. No. And don't bring them around any of your friends that have no Y chromosomes because he's
Don't listen to him. He's talking about this one time
Predatory.
that I got. This one time I got a.
Predatory.
I am not predatory. Okay. In my
You can-
defense,
you can hear
No,
Richard Attenborough in the background.
I have never done nothing with no young girl. Never.
I didn't say you was.
Isn't that the
pred-
show where he hunts the dudes who are like hunting young girls, like these pedophiles?
No, that's what is his name? Chris Hansen.
Oh, okay.
Richard Attenborough does like nature.
Oh yeah, whatever. I am a Leo lion. Never mind. Anyway,
As the
don't
drunken Damon
listen
stalks
to.
his prey.
How did we get so far off course? This is not what we came here to talk about,
Watch
bitch.
as he. You ever seen
Oh
the
my
40-Year-Old
god,
Virgin?
this is
Have you seen the
horrible.
movie The 40-Year-Old Virgin?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I
it's
have
a-
no life.
It's a great movie. Now, there's a scene where Steve Carell's friend is telling him, he's like, in a lion's DNA, it says tackle a gazelle. Well, in the man's DNA, it says tackle drunk women, and that's D when he goes anywhere where there are women and
Not
he's
true.
inebriated.
Not true. I don't
Tackle drunk women.
I don't tackle
No,
anybody.
drunk Damien. Like he's like a tiger on a gazelle.
No, not true. Not true. He's talking about one night, one time ever in the history of us being boys. He's talking one night, and I didn't tackle anyone. All right,
because she was
I didn't
already
hunt-
sitting.
I didn't hunt anyone.
You courted her.
And I cornered her. I didn't.
cornered
Shout
her.
out to Digger. By
You
the way.
courted her in her own house.
Digger, I love you.
It was her.
No, I did not attack her or her friend because I did flirt with a friend, but I did not attack her either. The Spanish girl, I can't remember her name.
Star?
There you go. Good memory.
Yeah, she reminded me of a stripper I knew. That's why I remembered her name.
Okay.
I didn't
I'm
say
glad she doesn't listen to the show.
I didn't say she was a stripper.
Anyway.
She reminded me of a stripper. I knew.
So Dre's not being completely honest with you. Okay.
About what?
He's leaving. This is one time. This is his version of one time where I had too much to drink.
I was a sober one, so
He may have been
my
sober. I don't
version is a
remember.
little more accurate.
It's okay. You
No.
will never see me drunk.
Why not?
No.
She's a lady.
What? So what? Why? That's not fair.
I can't handle my booze, first off. So
So you're a lightweight, man.
I ultra lightweight.
Okay, so why can't I see you drunk?
Because I cannot lose control. Yoda cannot lose control.
Okay. All right. You have a point there. It is a little dangerous. Yes. Okay.
Okay. A slight buzz maybe, but with a buzz you're still pretty much in control.
Me drunk, I'm in control, except for the 1% of the time I get the angry that nigga D, and bless the gods that all the times I've gone out and nothing ever happened and no one was ever harmed. My friends were smarter than me and wouldn't let me out of the car a couple times, and another story altogether.
He beat up his car because we went to the Palace Diner one time.
I did not beat up my car.
You punched the ceiling like 13 times because we stopped at the Palace Diner. He got kicked out of the Palace Diner.
I did not punch my ceiling. What car is this? What are you talking about?
Okay, so see.
I did not punch no car.
He also has alcohol-induced amnesia.
I did get kicked out of the Palace a few times.
A few times. See, I only
He's
knew about one
letting
time.
you back in?
Yeah. But,
You know how
all right,
much
so
money
I got kicked out 3 times.
When you let him back in your
Okay.
restaurant?
The first time I got kicked out, I don't remember what happened, so I let that go. I said, all right, maybe I did do something stupid and foolish. I don't even remember. But I know they said, get out. I left. Fine. Now, the other 2 times, they called the cops on me.
I didn't know there was 3 times.
There was 3 times.
Notice a pattern?
No, it's not a pattern.
How
All
recent was this?
This was years ago. This is back in what I call the Jamaican days, I guess you could say, because this is when I was rolling with my Jamaican boys real heavy.
It was less than a decade ago.
No, it's probably about a decade ago. Yeah, probably 10 years. Between 8 and 10 years ago, something like that. It's years ago. So
What you've learned since then.
of course, I've learned a lot. I'm not the same person. Now, like I said, the first time,
It's amazing what 12 steps will do for you.
I'm not an alcoholic, so I never needed 12 steps. So anyway, the first time I let it go, I don't know. I couldn't tell you why I got kicked out. I got kicked out. No cops were called. I just left. The second time, one of my friends was getting into something with the owner, and I'm trying to break it up like peacefully, and the owner, for whatever reason, singles me out and is like, him, he's out of here too. And the cops are there and throw us all out. All right, again, that's fine. Now the third time, this is when I banned myself from the Palace Diner. Now there's a bunch of us in the diner. You know the Palace. When you go into the left, we were sitting over there to the left. Gencia and some of her friends were where the booths are at. So I placed my order, walk over to where Gencia's at. Now literally I knew probably 80% of the people in the diner, like just from around. So I'm saying hello to everybody, hugging people, whatever. So I stop and I'm talking to Gencia and one of her friends. And the owner comes up behind me and smacks me really hard. Dre Leviayan smacks me really hard on the shoulder. He's like, "You, where are you sitting?" Like yelling. And I'm like, I'm sitting over there. And he's like, "Go back to your seat now."
He's telling drunk D stories.
And so I turned, I looked, I said, my food's not even here yet. I'm talking. So I turned back around and I'm talking to Gencia, and he says, "Go sit down now," like screams at the top of his lungs. And I said, "I'm not going no fucking where. Leave me the fuck alone." So he walks away, calls the cops. Now I'm still talking to Gencia again. About 3 minutes later, somebody else taps me on the shoulder hard. I think it's him again. So I turn around, I'm like, "What the fuck do you want?" It's 2 cops. And they're like, "You're out of here." I said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" He's like, "Yeah, let's go." John said, "You gotta go. You're getting kicked out." So I get kicked out. And at that time, I didn't go to the Palace Diner for years. I was like, yo, there's no fucking reason, like, for me to have been kicked out that time. What, Dre? What?
No, I was confirming with VI that you're talking about the diner.
VI, is your mic on, bro? You good? No, not good.
Because I don't hear him.
So he's on mic 2? He's on mic 2. Okay.
Yeah, because you're mic 1.
Excuse me. So yeah, that's why I swore off of the Palace Diner for a very long time. Are your headphones not good?
No, my headphones are good.
Okay.
My mic is kind of, it sounds foggy. Is it low? What's going on?
Nah, it's in the gray.
All right. Is that how I sound on radio?
Yeah, that's how you sound. Right.
I've been away for too long.
I think you sound normal and perfectly fine, but okay.
All right.
So that's my palace story. Again, don't listen to Trey.
That's the problem. People always say that. Don't listen.
I did. All right. So tell me what I did wrong in that story, like to get kicked out of the diner.
You did anything. I wasn't there. I'm just saying you were overly, passionate about nobody else going to the palace diner.
No, I just said, yo, if you're going to the palace, I'm not going with y'all.
Okay. So we're at, what was it, Bowling Buddha before it became Midtown and all that. We stopped at, we were there.
Bowling Buddha?
Bowling Buddha.
Bowling Buddha.
Whatever.
Bowling Buddha.
That, it's an alley, all the pins are shaped like.
All right, Bowling Buddha.
Okay, anyway. So we were at the club part of that. We leave, and two friends of ours ordered food over the phone from the Palace Diner. This is why D is still on his self-induced exile and banned from the Palace. We happen to be in his car. So I'm driving because he's way too intoxicated to do so. And they ordered their food, and we were all going somewhere else, but we were stopping there. So these two people could pick up the food they already ordered and were paying for it. Nobody was going inside, and nobody invited him. While we're waiting for them to come out with their food, he's inside the car throwing a fit that we stopped at the Palace Diner, and he's punching the shit out of the roof of his car from the passenger side.
I don't remember this.
I remember.
What car was this? My car that I have now.
Your car you have now.
The white car.
Is it a different color?
So that couldn't have been that long ago.
It wasn't that long ago.
This is not a factual story. If I punched my roof of my car, that like you say I did, there would be dents in that shit.
You hit it.
The lining would be fucked up.
I thought there would have been. You hit it a couple of times. Unnecessary. Mad because two people decided to spend their money somewhere you weren't happy with.
I don't recall this, and I don't believe this story is factually correct.
Word to my mom, son.
I still don't believe the story is factually
really
correct. I believe you believe the story. Okay,
I wasn't the one drunk. You were.
I don't remember that part either.
Because you was drunk.
So I'm gonna say case dismissed.
Selective amnesia. You are such a Trump. Such a Trump.
And for that we go goodbye.
Don't think I won't talk in the VI's mic too, son. I won't take your mic because you.
So
have you met Miriam? No. This is Miriam, aka Yoda.
Yeah, y'all talking to nobody right now. So back to a one-man show. Since I'm all I got apparently. So all these stories they telling about me, and I'm just a victim being attacked here.
Yeah, because the media we give fake news. We give. Your friends tell fake stories,
Y'all do. I mean, hey.
Fake news.
We lie.
About to end the show like that.
All right, so, what mic is not here? Because we can turn that one off.
5.
5, I believe.
5 is not here? Okay. 5 you go.
Yeah.
What does that sound?
That's something.
Something's going doom. Is that your phone?
No, that was my phone.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so finally getting to this portion of the show. VI, you're just in time.
Yes.
Weekly.
Oh man,
rundown.
Fuck all of y'all weeks, okay?
VI, how was your week?
I'm gonna shut everybody's mic off for that shit. We just went on a half-hour stint
about how shitty you are as a drunk person.
Yeah, let's talk about how shitty you are as a high person. That's a whole fucking segment.
What if I
shitty as a drunk person?
What have I done while I was drunk that was bad?
We want to talk about your transgressions.
I threw up one time back in the 90s.
That's all you did?
What else did I do?
You've never done nothing else, Trump?
I don't know.
So my week was...
Unless I pissed or shit on me or somebody else, it wasn't that bad.
How about the time that a car was crashed and I had a concussion?
I wasn't drunk.
You were high.
I wasn't high.
Sure about that?
You talking about in the snow and then another car came and crashed behind us?
The time I said let me drive and you wouldn't let me drive?
My mom's car?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't high. We were going to buy weed. Ha 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 ha. Wasn't high yet. It was just snowy out there and slippery. Come with something else.
And you was driving too damn fast.
I wasn't driving too fast. We hit black ice.
We didn't.
You know that black ice Black Ice is the problem.
We didn't hit Black Ice. You want me to recant the story for you?
No, because I was there. You got a concussion. You don't remember what
I
happened.
wasn't driving. I remember what happened exactly before I blacked out. I can't tell you much after I blacked out.
Yeah, and you forgot everything before it.
No, I know everything that happened before.
But I wasn't inebriated in no sense. That was just
all right. This is your bad driving.
That was inclement weather.
I'm just gonna put my paperwork away.
No. We're gonna get to
No, we're not gonna get to that. This show is taking a whole different fucking direction because of you. No, because of you two motherfuckers.
I believe she's here to talk about.
She's here to talk about civil rights, the march, all types of shit. And you two motherfuckers, Miriam and Dre, took the show fucking left field to the porn store.
Why did it take so long?
Have you noticed that he's angry?
Yeah, he's very
Why are you
angry.
so angry?
Because I can't stand you, nigga.
He's a little.
Well, first of all,
a little angry marshmallow.
It took a while because he.
No, number one, we came
15
15 minutes late. Number one, okay. Number two,
that's a bad thing.
Number two, their headphones was way too loud, so turn down their headphones. I had everything plugged up correctly.
So how long
correctly.
did that take you?
We ain't really
15
get started.
15 minutes.
It took you 15 minutes to turn the headphones down.
No. Turn the headphones down was fine.
It took us about till 6:37 to get everything proper and up and running and all that.
Yes, because I had Max come in. I said, "Joe, what do I have wrong here?" He said everything's fine, and he said, "Check the headphone levels. Check the headphone levels.
So
the headphone levels."
we can skip weekly rundown. We can skip the news. We have a guest.
No, we can't skip the news, motherfucker, because you're not gonna talk about the white man that shot and killed one black teenager and shot at his other friends for playing the fucking rap music too high, and he's going to jail for the rest of his fucking life, justly.
Really? That happened recently?
Yes, motherfucker.
That wasn't on my news. Tell us about it.
You know what? You're the host of the show. You can take the show wherever you want to go. Go ahead.
Oh, now I get to do something?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah.
So, man,
What is
I
that?
forgot my fucking
Is that
place.
a cup of piss?
I wish I had some liquor. That's what it is. That's what it is.
The liquor, you don't even know her.
That doesn't stop you.
You gotta put that
does.
down on the ground. You know them boys ain't gonna have that.
No, that's he wants to be a rock
This is
star.
Rockstar. Number of fucking energy.
But
drink.
nah, I'm saying because it's the open top.
Can I try that?
It's not liquor though.
But it's an open top though. They don't
Oh, you're right.
still
You're right.
open
Yeah. So Miriam's here to talk about.
Okay, but what I have to talk about is definitely not as interesting as what you guys are talking about.
You'd be surprised.
Oh, this is good.
Sugar free.
Sugar free for the roasted marshmallow.
Thank you. Second best energy drink on the market.
What's the first?
Crunk juice.
Crunk juice. That's right. You did tell me that.
Little John Crunk juice. It has a very high vitamin content.
That sounds so weird, right? Like Little John Crunk juice.
I'm not gonna lie though. When I thought about that, I was watching Tropic Thunder a couple days ago.
Yeah.
I was thinking about booty sweat.
Booty sweat.
Like, you never tried booty sweat?
No, I haven't.
Because we did talk about him being, afraid of anal. So
I'm not afraid of anal. I'm just not into it. It's not my thing.
So civil rights.
Civil rights with anal penetration?
It's everyone's civil right to decide how they want to, perform anal. No, he did tell us that he was invited to.
Sabotaging my mic, son. I don't like it.
What?
You sabotaging my mic.
I ain't sabotaging nothing.
You invited him to a march in D.C.
In D.C., the Women's March in D.C.
Please tell us about that.
Yeah. Okay.
About the fact that he wouldn't go. About the fact that I got very upset.
She wrote me off, son. She wasn't my friend no more. She saw me at the Palace Diner and give me a hug and I was like, nigga, fuck you.
Nothing. I was very upset with you.
She had no idea I was already going to the fucking march.
Let me ask you a question.
being
What
a
is your definition of a feminist?
My definition of a feminist. It shouldn't be that difficult to say. I just think a feminist is someone who believes strongly in the equality of the sexes and fights, and is an advocate for that. That men and women should be paid the same, should be held accountable the same, that a woman's gender should not be held against her in any way.
Well,
That's kind of my personal definition of a feminist.
that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
But most people think that a feminist is a woman that believes that women should have more rights than men and should be treated better.
That's probably what I would have said.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's not true.
Okay.
A feminist is someone that believes in equality.
Well, see, the man-hating feminist is what gives you guys a bad name.
I agree with you.
But you know, in every demographic, there is an
extreme group,
an extreme section. You know, because I do believe that a woman, if she does the same job, she get paid the same. I don't think that we've talked about the double-edged sword of sexuality, how a woman can have various partners and be shamed for that, but a guy is seen as he's applauded for that. I think both men and women should be more discreet about who they their sexual conquests or whatever or dalliances, but to a degree, as a man, I understand why, because my defense is it's much easier for a woman to get laid than a guy, and that's just because I'm a guy and I know how much we all like women. So,
well, that's just your opinion coming out of a guy's mind.
Right. I can only see it from a guy's perspective. I've never been a woman, and I don't intend to pull a Caitlyn Jenner anytime ever. So, but that's my perspective.
Good question. Do you agree with Caitlyn Jenner getting Woman of the Year?
Oh, let's get back to that. Let's discuss.
I really have no opinion on that because I can see it. I can see it both ways.
Okay.
You know what? I'll have to say, since we want to go on that, my problem with Caitlyn Jenner getting Woman of the Year is, number one, Bruce. His mama named him Bruce. I'm gonna call him Bruce. Bruce didn't go full on transgender. He kept the twig and berries. And I'm sorry, if you're gonna commit, you better commit all the way.
No, he's pre-surgery. He is going to be.
Then he's not
that.
a woman. And my definition of a woman is someone who, even if she can't actually give birth, has the equipment, i.e. ovaries, fallopian tubes, cervix.
How about hermaphrodites then? What would you consider them?
I'd consider them hermaphrodites.
They're both men and women.
And
Which
they have both parts.
Then we can start talking about one of the things I wanted to talk about was the new law that's going through that Obama made sure that transgenders could use the bathrooms that were more comfortable to the person, and Trump just decided that no, that's up to a state, and a state and a school can make the decision which bathroom a person goes to. So if you were to consider yourself a man, but you were in a woman's body, would you feel comfortable going into a woman's bathroom?
I can't say that because I'm a man.
Because my mind automatically takes me there. Like,
right, I'm a man in a man's body.
Bathroom.
I'm sorry, I'm a man in a man's body, and if the men's room is locked, I'm going in the women's room. I don't care. But I can understand how that could make women who walked in there uncomfortable. Like, why is the person pissing in the stall next to me standing up? I get that. Here's where my issue comes in with it, and it's purely this goes back to I don't see things through rose-colored glasses. Here's the pessimistic side of me. I think that when you use that, when you say, okay, in this state, to say what gender you identify with, that leaves it completely up to the individual and their claim.
Correct.
So there's gonna, and like we said, for everything, there's gonna be a dark side of it. There's gonna be opportunists. There's gonna be extremists. I have 3 nieces. Actually, I have more than that. Girls that I consider nieces. I have a lot of women in my family and in my life that I am very protective of, but especially my nieces. And if there's going to be perverts who are going to be opportunistic and use these things. So if some guy is into little girls, listen to me. See, nobody brought that up. If there's a guy who's into little girls, I can't go into the women's bathroom and stand guard for my nieces to make sure nobody's doing anything untoward. So if we're in a state where, depending on the gender you identify as, perverts go out their way.
But why are you bringing sexuality into it? Sex. Sex has absolutely nothing to do with how you perceive yourself.
But there are people who are going to use.
No,
that
he's talking
loophole.
about using that as a guise to go.
People are
to
going
be
to use that
predators.
look. If I was a pedophile who was into girls, and I know that I'm in a state that allows me to use the bathroom that I identify with, to go that extra mile,
Easy hunting.
Okay.
dress up like a woman, throw on the lipstick. It's nothing to do that. You can buy all those things at the store, and then when I see a little girl going to the bathroom, I'll
But a
go into the
little
bathroom.
girl is not a woman. If you're dressing up as a woman, you're going into a woman's bathroom.
Right, but he's
okay?
saying-
not a little girl.
But where do little girls use the bathroom?
The
If
women's
we're-
room.
If we're at Ruby Tuesdays,
That's true.
if we're at Ruby Tuesdays, my family's at Ruby Tuesdays, and somebody is sitting there waiting for the opportunity, because that's what predators do. They wait for their opportunity, and they see my niece go into the bathroom, and I'm totally coming from my own perspective, go into the bathroom, and they go, this is my chance. Because they know she's going to use the bathroom. They know she's going to use a stall, because I've never been into a woman's bathroom that had urinals. And her being young and not, no matter how I drill it into her, she may not think, they may think of the bathroom as a safe, private place.
But you are under the interpretation that there's not going to be any activity. This is a woman's bathroom. There's constant activity, left and right, back and forth, in and out. There
If
is
my
no
niece-
way.
if-
You haven't been in a woman's bathroom then with women.
No.
Women are vicious.
Oh, I know.
You mess with any of us, we will rip your eyes out.
I understand that.
Okay, so any man that dresses
believe
up
that.
as a woman, first off, is going to get pulled out because they don't have the mannerisms as a
But
transgender.
all he has to say is, I identify as a woman. Under these laws, under that state's law, all he has to say is, okay, I may not have the mannerisms, I may have a full-on beard, but I'm wearing lipstick and I'm wearing high heels, and I identify myself as a woman.
And then you would be released, you would be taken out of the bathroom by the police because other women would not be comfortable.
But under the law,
And let's
he's
take
had-
it one more step.
but he has a lawful right. Under that law, he has the right to use the
be there.
bathroom he
No.
wants to use.
You are talking about a man dressing up as a woman, not as a transgender.
No. We're talking about opportunists.
Are
We're
you-
talking
are-
about
okay, so
talking
are-
about the creeps who are going to use that as a scapegoat.
But how do
But
you?
you're
are
going
you
to
talking?
1/10 of 1%. You have to go by the generality of what's going on. If one of your nieces were to grow up and decide that they were male,
Okay,
you think
that's just
No, that's the
business.
music. Don't worry about it.
That's background. Go ahead.
Background noise.
that's creepy.
Well,
You think that even though she would be manly, cut her hair, tattoos, all buffed up, she, who considers herself a he, should go into the women's bathroom where she's going to be beaten up because it's a guy in a woman's bathroom? Or does he go into the men's bathroom where it'll just be some other dude there?
I think she should go into the women's bathroom. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand why any woman or anyone born as a woman will want to use the men's bathroom. Y'all obviously have not been in there. It's
Now I've been in
disgusting.
men's bathrooms. You guys are pigs.
It's disgusting. So,
But that has nothing to
But-
do
but you
with
know,
what we're talking about.
right? But and then are we talking transgender as in full on surgery? Now they have a pole where they had a hole, or they have a hole where they had a pole.
Well, they have to psychiatrically wait about 5 years before they can actually have that surgery. They gotta
Right,
go
but
through.
are we talking post-op as in transgender, or transgender as in I feel
Pre-op.
like a woman?
It has to be pre-op because you gotta wait 5 years before you can change.
Okay, so we talking about pre-op transsexuals using the bath. Once again,
Transgender, not
transgender.
transsexuals.
Sorry, pre-op transgenders being given the right to use whichever bath. like I said, it's a slippery slope, and that's a loophole. And that's the loophole a lot of people who go on the dark web and do. I mean, it's really hard for them these days because there's a lot of crackdown on, pedophilia and stuff like that. It's kind of harder to get away with that. But they still have these desires. They still have these inclinations. So
and they are scared to death to go public with them.
Right.
They're in the back in little dark rooms on the internet. They don't go out into public bathrooms and go after your little nieces. They don't.
They may not go after her physically, but who's to say they won't pull a selfie stick slid under the bathroom stall where my niece may be on her phone while she's dropping a deuce or not noticing, because you should be aware of your surroundings all the time, but how many times do you think somebody's watching you while you're using the bathroom? Middle school
girls are known to do that in school bathrooms.
And that's unfortunate. But there's still girls. It's a I believe that people should have the right to be themselves, but when you start talking about,
but you're not allowing them to be themselves, because now you're saying, no, there's an exception. These people aren't really people.
No, I'm not saying they're not really people. I'm just saying that this is the bathroom. This is the bathroom. And things get exposed. People change their clothes. Not everybody uses the bathroom the same way. Some people strip all the way butt naked to use the bathroom because it's just... Yes, there's people who do that.
Yes.
I've never
in
my years ever seen anybody in the ladies' bathroom not go into a stall to change.
Hey, you haven't used the bathroom in New York City, have you?
You said not going to the stall to change?
Yeah, I have.
In New York City, like Grand Central, there's naked dudes in there all the time.
There are naked dudes in the ladies' bathroom.
No, not the ladies. I don't know what's in the ladies' bathroom. I'm saying in the men's bathroom, but in Grand Central, that's why I've seen naked men, like full-on naked men.
In Grand Central, I have seen naked women and in the bathrooms, yes. But that's New York City, and that's...
Here's my question.
But that's not transgender issues.
From my perspective, and I'm saying this, so maybe you can give me a different one on it. From my perspective, that and what I presented, that's the harm, the possible harm in someone. Not the transgenders. Not all of them are going to be that way, but there are going to be people who manipulate that law to get away with it. Kind of like some people manipulate tax laws to get away with not paying taxes. There's going to be people who manipulate the law.
There's always going to be the crooks, creeps, and criminals.
Right, for their own nefarious ends. Where is the harm in someone who is transgender using the bathroom that they were born into?
They get beat up. They get abused. They get
especially in high school.
High school.
Especially in high school.
Even in public places. It's known. It's a known thing. Read up on it. People, transgenders that go into the bathrooms where they're birthed, a man going into a woman going into a man. If a transgender woman who is born a man goes into a man's bathroom, he's gonna get beat up because some good old boy is going to see him and say, what the fuck are you doing?
High risk because of the times we live in. It's almost as if, because I remember when I was growing up in New York, you couldn't be openly gay. There was across
the country,
when we was growing up, I remember those times. Like I remember gay guys getting jumped and beat up for being.
And that's what's happening now to these.
And it's kind of like a flashback to the '80s to me, because like these transgender people going. It's a lot of that is more prevalent now. It's kind of like a revisiting of the '80s.
There are many deaths of transgender people because of this bathroom issue.
I think that goes underreported.
It does. Of course it does.
I have to say, because I'm not going to lie, you saying it happened in high school, I didn't know anything about that.
No. I said like when we were younger.
Oh, the time when we were in high school, that kind of stuff went on. No, I'm aware of that kind of stuff happening, I'm fully aware of the whole, Matthew Shepard and that kind of stuff.
I'm talking about like New York in the 80s is what I remember.
New York
like,
in the...
I remember, all right, this is one particular time I remember. on Lenox Avenue. Is it Lenox? What's that bar? It's on the corner of 145th Street and maybe Lenox. This is like famous bar over there. This gay guy was like running out of the bar, and dudes was chasing him down because he was in. I guess he was using the bathroom. And
Just
he was
because
gay.
he was different.
Yeah, and this was in Harlem.
That's unfortunate. That's bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? So like back, but this is 86,
I'm
87.
talking about what she just showed me, but yeah, that was also.
But
bullshit.
that's what takes me back to. Is like, yo, you couldn't be openly gay. It was tough to be openly gay back then.
And
that I
you
do
know,
remember back from my childhood.
And I feel, and maybe I'm wrong, that we're in a much more tolerant time.
To a degree.
What?
To a degree.
Do you know who's our president right now?
Well, he doesn't tolerate anybody that isn't,
Orange.
rich.
This is tolerant times. Yeah, he doesn't tolerate anybody.
He doesn't. He doesn't tolerate.
Nah,
anybody.
yo, it's like
But
it's just
we've
we've come a long
there's a
way.
Small section. I'm not gonna say a small section, but the people who feel like that, venomously, are much older and phasing out, and I think that the young people are much more accepting of it.
Depends on what segment.
And here's too. Anybody, and this is just my own, where I come from with it. If you're worried about somebody who is gay or transgendered or bisexual or anything that isn't you, that's your shit. That's you. That's you projecting your own shit on them. Because I don't have any tendencies. I'm not attracted to men, so I'm not threatened by a man who is attracted to men.
But that doesn't mean that these people need to get beat up.
No, they shouldn't.
Absolutely
They
not.
shouldn't.
They
I don't
will.
think anybody.
If they have to go to the bathrooms that show them as different, they will get beat up, and it's known.
okay,
it's
so-
a known fact that they do get beat up
It is
would it
happening.
be-
and killed.
Would it be any safer if they went to the bathroom that they identify with? Because
Yes.
you think a woman who identifies as a man would be safer if she went into a men's bathroom?
Yes. A woman that identifies with a man is taking testosterone, and I'm sure you've seen many and you didn't realize it because they have facial hair. They
Yeah.
bulk up.
I know a girl who
can't-
dated a transgender, and I could not tell that was once was a girl. So yeah, okay, it's honestly, you're the first person I've talked to who even had remotely an opinion on it, and well, not the first person, but like in depth and from that perspective. But it's like, well, what do we do?
I just don't get it. For me personally, it's like, yo,
And of course, the easy answer, which is it sounds intolerant and goes back to segregation, the easy answer would be just give them their own bathroom. But once again, that's like saying they're not the same.
Well, I actually think that's a good compromise.
it's a good compromise, but it's not, because it's like, yo, it's just like back in the 50s and 60s when they had the colored bathrooms and the white bathrooms.
That's what I'm saying. It goes
But
back
right
to
now, if it's going to be Trump, just threw that away. So now it's going to be up to the states and the school, and let me say
So
Betsy
crazy.
DeVos. It's
I
going
don't
to be
know
up
much
to the
about
schools.
school.
They will have. They
I think
have
there should be
handicapped
a
bathrooms.
school, maybe a Jesus school
Yeah.
with
And
walls
she runs the whole thing
and
now.
roof. No, Kate McKinnon's impersonation of her Saturday Night Live, that was so awesome.
I just can't get past the hatred that people have for gays, transgenders, bisexual people. It's like, yo,
I've said this on the
if
show.
Let them be.
if you're not that, don't worry about it. What people do with their bodies, with other people's, they fucking business.
What you eat don't make me shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I don't get it, B.
And once upon a time, and I've never been like, oh my God, he's gay, I can't talk to him like that. But I've said this on the show before, and it was truthfully one of my personally favorite life lessons that I went through. A coworker of mine who was gay, I said something slick to him, and it wasn't, homophobic or whatever, but he just was like, what is guy's problem? Like, what is your problem with me being gay? I was like, I don't have a problem with you being gay, but I'm gonna be honest. I know that you're a man and I'm a man, and I know how I think about women, and I don't want a guy thinking about me the way I think about women. And yes, it's really bad. And
That's your issue, though.
What up?
Yeah,
Here's what
word.
he said. He said, "Dre, you're not everybody's type."
Word bond.
And at that moment, of course, everybody around laughed their ass off because he shot me down, he chopped me, he cut my feet off. But
What I'm chop.
But what he did at the same time was make me go, yeah, so I don't even have that issue anymore.
Yo.
So if I meet somebody and they're gay and they tell me they're gay, I'm like, all right, cool.
Can I bring something up before we end? I don't know when we end.
We not ending until after 8
We got a
o'clock
whole nother 30 minutes.
Okay.
or more.
Okay.
There's something that I want to bring up that I think is really important.
It's your show.
No.
It is. We
There
You
is.
are the special guest.
19th Congressional District, which is our district. There is a Republican by the name of John Faso that is our man. This man refuses to meet with us, refuses to communicate with us, refuses to do anything. Let's see. He is supporting immigration reform. So he wants the immigrants gone. He's against the ACA. He's with Congress on most of the issues, including education, seniors, veterans, the environment, employment, and unions.
So he doesn't believe in climate change.
He does not believe in
I
climate
wonder if he
change.
went outside today.
He doesn't believe in any of this stuff. And we've been trying to get him to talk to us, and he won't. So we have to work to try to get him.
Out.
I was gonna say
Out.
when is the election? When is the election?
The election is 2018. In the meantime, we have a lot of work to do, which is one of the reasons why I was here. And maybe one other day I can come and talk.
You can
more
definitely come
about
back
it.
again, and you and Dre don't go into left field into the specialty shop. Then we can actually get a good discussion going and get some work accomplished on the radio.
On March 14th,
Thank you.
there will be a board meeting of the legislators of Dutchess County.
What day is that on? Do you know?
That is, I'll tell you in a second. I think it's a Thursday at 7 o'clock.
Great.
Well,
Yeah. No, wait. March 14th is a Tuesday.
Okay, I'm game.
Okay. One of the things that these people are trying to do, and we were able to stop them last week, that's because why I couldn't come, is they want to make it so the public cannot come out and voice their opinion about anything that the legislators want to do.
Oh, so they want to make all their sessions private?
Yes.
Bullshit.
Dutchess County legislators,
Dutchess County legislators.
kind of the approach they took on the whole jail expansion.
No.
Yes,
They- no-
yes, exactly.
Yes, but no.
Those
Yes,
people.
but no. They let public come in and they put out notices about all of this stuff.
No. We were informed about the fact that they were going to be voting on it, but the discussion that the actual legislators had, we were not privy to that.
We were. It was 2 years old. By the time we got around to it, this was a 2-year-old conversation.
When you guys went to voice your opinion that you don't want it, and actually they were talking about that because nobody wanted it, and it passed anyway.
Yes,
And
because
this-
it passed because they rolled so many other things in it. Like I forgot there was several things that they had been trying to get done,
Oh yeah.
and they attached it to the prison project so it could get passed. So it was like these things that have been waiting on the table to get done for I don't know exactly how long, but this is how what's the name had broke it down to me, Kari, the legislature, and she was like this because she was against it, and I forget who someone else was against it that we were talking to at the breakfast.
The breakfast.
Yeah.
I don't know why I want to say it was Mark Molinaro. I don't think it was Mark Molinaro.
No, it was the
Mark
former senator.
Molinaro loves this project.
Gibson.
Yeah, Terry Gibson.
Gibson,
Yeah, we were talking to him, and he was against it too, and they were explaining how they were getting it to pass. And he was like, they're rolling all these things into it that the county has been trying to get done for a long time, and now it's like, all right, hey, you want this stuff done? Well, it's not getting done without a new jail.
So they're attaching a couple gems to a piece of shit.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the sheriff is having a happy new home.
Yeah, brand new
Huge.
sheriff's facility.
It's
Brand
huge.
new.
Aren't they building it somewhere other than where it's at now?
No, they're
ex-
doing it right where it's at.
they're expanding where it's
They're
at.
supposed to be expanding. Yeah,
Yeah, they're expanding.
they're expanding right where they're at now.
So they're gonna take it from where it is all the way like corner to corner.
They're taking
Well-
up a whole nother block.
Yeah.
At this last town board meeting,
Yeah.
they had this whole visual
Yeah.
thing on it, explaining it, etc. And I actually wanted to talk to them about that because I wanted to know, all right, fine, this is going to happen. Where are those jobs coming from? Are they going to be local, or are they going to go for the lowest bidder and get people from out of state to come in and take our jobs?
They're gonna go
Absolutely.
to
No,
the,
they already
Absolutely.
have established who is the construction project.
yes.
Who
as
are
far
the
as build-
workers that are going to be
Oh,
making it?
Yeah,
Uh,
that's already that's
Basically,
already been
it's
decided.
already been. It's going to the lowest bidder. The only thing they did is they made it mandatory that local companies get a chance to compete for the bid.
So anybody out of state that has a lower bid can come in and take our jobs.
They already have. I don't know who it is. I think it's a Westchester company, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know for
and
sure.
that's
That's
one of
not
the
that's not my
things-
word is bond. But like when they were breaking it down to us step by step, there's like one of the things is that it's gonna go to whoever they deem is the best person to do the job.
But they already have somebody in mind.
They had somebody in mind, and the caveat was that, all right, but you have to give local companies a shot at this.
Oh, that's one of the things that I wanted to speak about. I was not allowed to speak about it. And now what they want to do is they don't want to allow us to speak at all. Their next meeting again is March 14th. This last meeting, they were surprised that there were so many people there.
Yeah.
We need to show these people that they can't take advantage of us.
We have
They-
to
they
have to
can't.
get these people out.
They can't do something like
Yeah, and
and a lot of information needs to be brought out into the community. A lot of the community is not being given this information, and a lot of the community feels like, what's the point? We can't really do anything, especially the minorities.
yeah,
Yep.
Why are we going to bother? And I'm telling you, I've been going to meetings left and right since number 45 came into office. And it's a sea of white people. We need to have minorities there to voice.
I concur. I don't know if Dee told you about my experience going to the town hall discussing the jail thing, but what I saw was there were white people of all ages, all genders, men, women, young, old, and they all looked of different. Not that you can tell somebody's economic background by looking at them, but some looked like they had office jobs, some looked like they worked with their hands, that kind of thing. However, when it came to
Blue collar, white collar.
yeah, some had dirty boots, some had on khakis. But when it came to us, just minorities in general, not just black people, there were, I want to say, the number was less than 10. Yes, the number was less than 10. Of that less than 10, most of them were female, 30 or over. So they had children, probably sons, who were going to be affected by this, prison, because of course, I'm gonna call it a prison, but jail. We all know jails are for profit these days, and they have occupancy clauses and things like that. So, and plus with the whole school to jail pipeline, young black males are just kind of like primed for that. I went to Poughkeepsie High School, and visiting Poughkeepsie High School, I realized how blatant it is. We just don't see it, when we're in high school, and then how many people really go back to their high school once they graduated, unless you went to a place like Arlington or Spackenkill where it was lovely. But of the males, I was the youngest, and I'm no spring chicken. Okay, we were all of the age.
It's not a jail either. Remember, it's a
detention center.
I don't even think the word detention's in the new name. I don't think.
It's a jail. It's not a prison, but it's a jail.
No, they're calling it something else though.
Yeah, it's called rebranding.
Something cutesy,
Yeah, very cutesy.
like a rehabilitative.
Something like the Dutchess County.
Detention facilities.
No, it's like youth redevelopment. Some crazy.
It's a jail.
Oh no, that's only one part of it though.
Yes,
They
Yeah, that's
have
the
it in
juvie
jail.
section.
but that's what they're calling the expansion.
Old people go to jail.
Yeah, but
They
you know,
renamed the expansion.
of the male minorities that were there. I was the youngest, and
And that's saying a lot because he's like 46.
I'm close, but we are all old enough to know better. You know, not to know better, but to go. Yeah, I'm not gonna do nothing to go to jail. I'm not gonna make a decision like that. If I do something jail worthy, then it was worth the time in my mind. You know, I'm not gonna do nothing. So, but when you're young, you make stupid mistakes, and it's also not fair that the justice system judges differently, depending on where you come from, depending on where you grow up, depending on your economic background. So, but that's a whole nother story. But like I said, at this meeting, we were severely underrepresented, and like you said, there's not enough information going out there. There's not enough people engaged, especially those who are going to be affected. There's not enough. It does feel, they do feel like, well, what can I do to stop it? And what
We
I
gotta
see,
open our mouths.
we have to open our mouths. We have to, and not only do we have to open our mouths, but we live in a society where you can't just speak. You have to speak loudly. You have to speak loudly, often, and oftentimes harshly, because it doesn't seem that people respond to, niceties,
Passive,
Right.
yeah.
or even common decency. You got to be brutal and harsh. You got to kind of, in order to get somebody to think about what you said, you have to piss them off so that they stew on it for a while. So there's that, and what I think needs to happen is there's a lot of, let me not say a lot of, but there's enough people who are upset and justly so for whatever reason, but there needs to be a plan. There needs to be like what it is we
There
want
are
to.
plans. We are working on plans. There are so many groups and organizations going on right now making plans. We're having town hall meetings for FASO, even though he's not showing up.
And he needs to be put on blast for that.
Right, and we're doing that.
Yeah.
There are groups. You just gotta
Get out there.
get out there and do it. You can't sit back and say, "Well, I'm just gonna let somebody else do it because I gotta drink my beer."
But
No.
you have to
Because
be
the bear has to be drunk.
and you have to and you have to make the caveat of it is, unfortunately, you have to the people making the plans, the people who are active, have to present it and make it known and make it obvious to the people they're trying to get to how this directly affects you.
That's why I'm here.
And we appreciate that. We really do. So, and is there anything else you would like to talk about?
There's a lot. She's got a lot of notes over there.
I see.
Yeah.
So, we
Dig in, please.
Listen, she wants more black people to get involved and to be engaged.
Not necessarily black, Hispanics as well.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She wants more minority representation in our local politics.
Right now, there's a lot of people that are being picked up out of their homes and put into facilities waiting to go back to their country. Maybe their country.
Right.
Maybe another country.
yeah.
They're not sure. But you got people that have been here for 10 or 15 years that have a family, that have a child. Who's going to take care of that child when the parents are deported? In
Right.
orphanages?
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
where's
oh.
the tax money going to go? How are we going to bring the tax money down if we're going to have to take care of these children?
How are we going to pay for, security in New York City for Melania if
Well,
not
we're
gonna
paying
pay?
for it now.
Yo, we're
Melania.
And the only way we're going to be able to do something about it is if we get together and actually say something and have our constituents
our local,
Notice. Yeah.
you know, and it starts there. It starts locally. We got to start showing the local legislature we're not playing. And
By the-
then, go
By the
ahead.
way, there is now an organization, a brand new organization in Dutchess County called Dutchess County Now,
And what is
National
that?
Organization of Women.
Yeah.
And they work with other groups to bond together and get things done.
Do they work with Black Lives Matter?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
And they work with Planned Parenthood, and they work with Move On, and they work with Women's March, and they work with the ACLU.
Are we going to talk about your experiences in Washington?
Okay, what do you want to know about my experience in Washington besides the fact that it was more awesome than my experience when I went in the 90s?
All right. Well, first, I want to say I'm disgusted with the motherfucking media for their lack of coverage of the scumbags that were going around on the day before you guys got there, beating up people, trashing Washington, D.C., and, breaking up shit.
Because they wanted number 45 to look good. So
What?
they
But-
didn't
well-
show that.
No, I think, no, they
Number
did.
45.
She doesn't even give them.
They didn't show it because they were white. That's why. They're white. Anytime white people behave in that way, gets hardly no press coverage. But when minorities behave that way, it is news for weeks,
Very true.
literally. So number one, I'm disgusted with the media for that.
I thought you would say he was disgusted with her
No,
for attending.
No, I was the day after.
yeah, she was the
I
day
was
after.
the one that had 800,000 people there, men, women, children, all nationalities, all races, everybody having a great time. And all that garbage that they were complaining about that was there, that was left, every single garbage container that I saw was full.
So is DC's problem for not properly taking care of the garbage?
Well, you had
Or
over
not having
half
enough.
a million people there, so and it
Yeah.
was in a very small area.
How
Let
would
me
you
tell
feel if your living room
It was-
accommodated 8 and you had 22?
It was
If I knew
packed.
22
Just
was
out of nowhere.
but if I knew 22 was coming, I could make
Well,
adjustments.
you didn't really know.
You knew. You knew.
Because-
You knew 500 people. 500,000 was on the way.
How did you know that?
They had buses.
No,
and-
they were only expecting 200,000.
Exactly, son.
Oh, okay.
Because when you plan a party, yeah, you think you gave out 1 million invitations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I planned.
not everybody who you gave an invitation to is going to show
I
up.
thought it was going to be a
So you
small
might
get-together.
lowball it.
Then
It
it
was
turned
a-
into Project X.
It was
Yeah,
supposed to be a
exactly.
small gathering. Then I don't know what happened. Dre and blunts and 40s.
I wanted one of those the
drink
pussy hats, one of the pussy power hats. Wish I would have had one of those.
They're for sale.
Really? Where? Online?
Yeah,
It's
online.
It's got to
people
be
can
jacked
make 'em.
up.
No.
Oh yeah, people were very
I'll make
creative
one.
with
You
the
want one?
signs.
I'll make
Yeah,
you one.
please, thank you.
Will you wear it?
Yes, I
Yes,
will.
he will. Oh yes,
As a
he
matter
will.
of fact,
Yes, I will wear it.
Have mine.
Will you wear this?
I don't know what that means.
It's a coat hanger.
No more coat hangers.
Abortion.
Oh, yes, I'll wear that. I will wear it. I'm dead set. I wouldn't take it from you if I wouldn't wear it.
Can we make a hat for D? A MAGA hat? Make anal great again? I'm sorry. That was one of those I thought it and I had to say it. Don't turn my mic off. He turned my mic off. Okay.
No, actually, I didn't.
Okay.
That was funny.
Oh my!
Yeah. Make anal great
Make
again. Okay,
That's
but
the whole thing. If I make you a pussy hat, will you wear it?
yes, I will.
yes, he will.
Believe me.
Trust me.
For the positive and negative attention, I will wear it. I love
No,
it all.
that's yeah. Wait a minute, though. What you going to be using to pick up girls?
Oh,
Absolutely.
not. Absolutely not.
We're
No,
Listen,
No.
I would.
Sylvr.
Well, you're not getting one then.
Sylvr.
I don't want one.
We're men. Everything we do is to get girls.
Yeah.
The only
so
reason
by
we brush our
default,
teeth in the morning is to get girls.
Oh, here you go.
yes.
You tell me
It's
you would
kinda
be-
like-
you tell me if you could get a girl with morning breath. If you could just pull women and your breath stank, you'd bother.
Yes, I would
Shut
still.
up, because you're Mr. Exception. I would brush my
¿Qué?
teeth too.
Yo no entiendo lo que tú dijiste.
Yo no
Sí,
sé,
no es-
tú no comida mierda.
¿Qué?
That's all I
What did he say?
said I don't eat shit.
What the hell? Why are you talking like that?
Hablando en español.
There's very few things I can
No
say
más.
fluently in Spanish, and Camila Mera just has
This
to
is
do-
simulcast
And
in
que tu
both languages.
quieres mujer? I know that from a rap song. So
Yeah, but yo no como mierda is a little different than yo no soy come mierda.
See, you gotta
Okay, so
listen. He
wait,
gets
so
his
what-
Spanish from Mexicans, first of all.
Even the Mexicans say
No,
yo
but
no
some certain things that Mexicans say is not
why are you saying
translate
that from
directly
Mexicans?
to other Spanish cultures.
I speak with
Eh,
Mexicans.
I'm about to say
Yo
you
no
know
soy
this.
come mierda.
You know this already.
okay, so what did I say?
I
I do eat shit.
kinda.
Oh,
Well, he does toss salad. Yeah, there is that. I guess he's doing it real good.
you gotta get deep in it.
Hey, she's happy. She's happy. That's all that matters.
Oh boy.
Shout out to her.
You know I'm gonna hear about this. I'm gonna get a text. What the fuck was you talking about? Woo. Why are you telling people you eat shit out my butthole?
I mean, hey.
No, there's
bro?
no shit. It was lost in translation.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, here's another thing. Call your representatives. They want to get rid of school lunches.
Wait, school lunches?
School lunches.
Like, they don't even
want
wanna
to get
feed
rid of
the
them
kids?
or
Correct.
minimize the amount of children that get.
Correct.
Yes.
That's fucked them kids on a
That
whole
is,
nother level.
Oh yeah. Listen, your girl wants to get rid of public school altogether.
Who's my
Yes.
girl? Betsy?
That's it.
Yeah.
That ain't my girl. I know that woman.
Come on, you know how we say, yo, your man, even though we know it's not
I
your
know.
man.
I know. Don't be associating that.
Yeah.
Well,
and-
that brings home to me because I have a 15-year-old daughter who attends the Poughkeepsie High School.
Yeah, they
and
want to
she-
lower it for school voucher systems for 5 to 17-year-olds.
And she's 15,
So they don't even want to
she would-
feed the kids.
No.
No.
Are you not hearing this?
But
No, it's
my
trippy because I'm like,
my daughter telling me that they're throwing it away and all that, and I'm just like, why are you guys squandering?
oh well, let's go. Let's look at this. Look at what they're feeding them to begin with.
Yeah, see,
Of course, okay. Schools.
I know the curly fries when I was there.
Pop.
Oh, trust me.
Yeah,
Cheese sticks.
The lunch.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
The lunch and see and that was the hotline. That was the line you paid money.
Okay.
Oh.
I remember when we started high school. Okay, and I'm going way back. But when me and D were freshmen, you would go on the lunch line and you had the choice of a hamburger, a cheeseburger, a double cheeseburger, a fish sandwich, some banging ass fries, chocolate milk, regular milk, and that you had that. Those were your
Don't
options.
forget the peanut butter and jelly.
And of course, for the kid who didn't have any money and had no free lunch, you at least got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with
Yes.
a slice of cheese, which, for all intents and purposes, was banging as shit.
I about
Sometimes
to
I
say,
got one on purpose.
some days I got that.
Sometimes I got that on purpose. I'm not gonna lie. However, by the time we were seniors, now that's only 3 years, your choices were hamburger, cheeseburger, and the fries. The quality of the fries went down. Yeah, you still got chocolate or white milk, but if you wanted anything better than that, if you wanted nuggets, if you wanted curly fries, if you wanted cheese sticks, if you wanted them Otis Spunkmeyer cookies, you had to go to the hotline where you paid money, no cards accepted.
Yep.
You had to pay cash.
Yep.
Okay, and if you ever noticed, the people in that line always, they had a little bit of money. And if you was broke, I mean super broke, you wasn't going to that line unless you had a hookup like
So
me.
now you got to
I was
call
the
your
chosen.
representative and tell them that you don't want House Bill number 610 to be passed
And they're talking about throughout
People-
the county,
throughout
the state,
The
State.
state, bro.
throughout the state, throughout the country.
and a lot of kids, that's the only meal they get, or that's the first meal they get. Because it's like, well, we ran out of breakfast food in the beginning of the month, so get to school and have breakfast. And if you don't get breakfast, at least you'll have lunch, and then maybe there'll be something for dinner when you get home. A lot of kids don't eat. That's why we had the free lunch program. I know we had it in the city. I don't know if they did
Yeah.
it so much.
Yeah, they have it up here. They have it up here.
But in the summertime, we have free
Yes,
lunch.
they have it up here.
And that was the only meal some kids got that day.
They have it up
And
here.
you talk-
Well, they have it
Mr.
right
Watson
now.
started it.
And they
Well,
talking
yeah.
about, and I thought
Yes,
it was
it's
bad. I thought it was bad. My
You
my
said
girl-
610.
610.
Sorry, my girlfriend.
HR 610. sorry.
My girlfriend told me about what is a proposal, and I think this is down where she lives, to reduce children's lunch times to 30 minutes. And to me, I was like, that's just conditioning them to work an 8-hour day, if not longer, and only survive off a 30-minute lunch break.
Or be in the military.
I've worked jobs where you work for 8 hours, but your lunch break is 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And in that 30 minutes, you've got to travel. And this was, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to put them on blast. This was Walmart. No matter, if you in one section, but the break room is here. Walmart's huge. Your break starts. You got to get to the break room, and then you have hundreds of employees all fighting for the 1 or 2 microwaves. And you got to heat your food up, scarf it down, and punch back in, or you're getting docked.
Walmart is one of the most abusive corporations in the world.
Oh, Walmart
for
is
employees.
slavery. Walmart is
They're
great-
horrible. And what
great
happens?
company,
People
business-wise, horrible for,
still
like,
go
employees.
and shop there. Why?
Because it's cheap.
That's why it's cheap. So you're, instead of spending an extra 15 cents to go to Target where they treat people better, they treat their employees better, you'll spend the 25 cents in gas to get down to Walmart.
Walmart praise.
Yeah, me
Walmart,
personally.
Hold on. Walmart, as a corporation, praise and exploits one very simple fact about Americans: we're lazy.
One-stop
Because you
shop.
can go to Walmart, you can get your tire, you can get your car worked on, you can get your hair done, you can take pictures, you can get your drugs, you can eat lunch, you can buy clothes, food, electronics. There's nothing you can't do at some
One-stop shop.
Walmart.
And they will pay you minimum wage, and then they'll tell you go and get yourself Medicaid and get yourself food stamps.
And then the money you make. And unfortunately, the only place that most Walmart employees can afford to shop
Is Walmart.
is Walmart.
So they're putting their paycheck right back into the company.
Mind you, Walmart contributes next to nothing to charity, and they are one of the biggest leeches off of
Yes.
the public welfare system.
Yes.
See, everybody thinks that welfare goes to poor and welfare queens who don't want to do nothing with themselves, and that's a whole
media branding.
No, exactly, because it deflects from the fact that for the amount of money let's just say every individual puts in $100 towards social services, as out of your taxes, and that's just so we have a round number. Maybe 50 cents, $1 may go towards helping, assistance for families in need, but at least 60 go to corporate subsidies.
Corporate bailouts.
At least 30 go to corporate welfare. There's a such thing as corporate welfare. That's why they say corporations are people. And these are companies that are making money hand over fist.
And you have golden parachutes at the top.
And it's getting worse. It's about to get much worse.
We don't live in a democracy. First of all, we've never lived in a democracy.
We know that.
That's been some also public branding since like the 50s and 60s. We've always lived in a republic, but it's going from a perceived democracy to an overt oligarchy.
And it's our fault.
It is.
It is our fault because we got lax and we just let the Tea Party and the Repubs come in and take over. And now we're licking our wounds, and we're going to be, unless we do something in 2 years, we're going to be screwed for 2 years unless we do something
least.
soon.
Well, I think this is the call to action.
Yes.
This is the wake up for the country, for everyone who is dissatisfied.
It needs to be.
I think it is. I think otherwise you wouldn't have all this going on.
Are you going to help me with voter registration
Yes.
so we can set up a date in the spring?
Yes.
Oh, no, he sleeps in the spring.
Shut up.
Hibernates through warm.
Yeah.
I hate both. Have I shut your mic off yet?
No, but wait, is that your mic?
No,
Okay.
that's not my mic. Okay. No, that's not his mic.
But yes, there
He can't find my.
There we go.
definitely needs to be more citizen involvement. There's plenty. I'm not saying there isn't, but there's not enough.
There's not plenty from our side though. Like
There's certainly not enough from our side.
From your side, there is a sea of white people out there going nuts.
So, see, you're right. Yeah.
I'm going to these meetings. I'm seeing it. A lot of blonde hair, blue eyes. I am Hispanic. I barely see any Hispanics. In all the meetings that I went to, I saw one black man. And he was wearing Lacoste.
And he was probably kind of.
So he was probably married to that blonde hair, blue eye.
Let me not say he was old, but he was a man of a certain age.
He was young.
Really?
Young. He was late 20s.
Oh, okay. Good on him.
There is a
But
lot.
there needs to be more than that.
Every age group are going to these meetings, but the minorities are not. They're not getting involved.
We're gonna get the word out. I'm
help.
gonna start putting these things on my Facebook page when they are, and
You know what?
even if I can't make it.
No, here's the thing. We need people to do something better than Facebook, because the problem with Facebook and social media is you don't have to look at it. If you start reading
No, you
something
don't.
and it doesn't particularly catch your interest, I'm guilty of it myself. What is the thing you will definitely click on? Oh, a fight. Oh, somebody got chewed up by an animal. Some a girl twerking her butt cheeks.
Nah, but listen.
Video.
But some people get their information and their news from Facebook. So some people are in search of bright lights on Facebook.
Okay.
I am one of those people.
But for those who will investigate and like, you know, oh, this is serious, this affects me, but that's not the majority of people. Majority of people are, ooh, look at the keys, it's shiny. No, it needs to go old school. I mean, got to take a page out of the Jehovah's Witness book and go door to door in people's faces. You need to be in people's faces and showing them.
You're right. You're right. Let me ask you a
Or
question,
Cardi B
though.
from Love and Hip Hop.
In the last 2 or 3 weeks, how many rallies and marches have you gone to in the city of Poughkeepsie?
Not one.
You know there have been, right?
No, I did not.
Me
And
either.
that's exactly.
See, that's what I'm. Listen,
Exactly.
this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
The rally, the only rally that I knew about since number 45, as you call them, was the women's march that took place on the walkway over the Hudson. And here's why I didn't go. My girl was in town, and I was spending time with her.
Okay. Did you go to the one on the walkway?
No, he's saying he didn't because his girlfriend was in town. His long distance relationship, like, you know, they don't get to see each other that much.
And we
typically.
found out about it like literally the day before.
Okay. I don't even have dates. I can't give you. There's been a rally
She's gonna punch you in the
in
face.
front of the courthouse.
But see,
I can't go
listen,
to what I don't know.
Just like you say,
I
look, look. This is what I'm saying. I am going to post stuff on my Facebook page because some people look at my page and they might see it like, oh, I didn't know that was happening, and they may go, they may not. There are certain people who I know who would be interested that I'm going to send stuff to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I go to Weldon's page all the time because he posts stuff that's going on around. You know what I'm saying? Like different meetings and all kinds of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So there needs to be more information. I want to be a part of more information, more positive, good shit on Facebook because it's too much.
You don't know about the
Bullshit.
rallies and the protests at Planned Parenthood?
No.
Oh, I did see that.
And he doesn't even have a Facebook page.
Yeah,
does
no,
have a
I
Facebook
actually drove through it because I was actually working that day, and we
And that's another
we
problem.
went to
I
Adrian's
work
library,
6 days a week.
and
Yeah, and the
we
park.
saw we beeped at them all the way down the street, up the highway, everything. They were going crazy. I was like, damn, I wish. Well, one of our individuals, he's just not trustworthy around any
People?
females. So
Oh.
we were like, yeah, we can't get out and really show our support, but
'Cause
Yeah, did you see this person here?
oh, I may have.
And there was a rally.
So I was, I came down the highway. I was beeping it up. I was in a gray van, and I'm pretty sure.
There was one 3 weeks ago. I think there was one last week. That happens all the time because the anti-choicers are there like almost every weekend. And this last time, a few weeks ago, they were really going to be nasty.
Yeah.
So we decided to have a counter protest, and there was like 1,000 people there. In front of the courthouse, there was like 800 people for the Muslim ban. In front of Dutchess County, there was, I don't remember what that one.
Shout out to Planned Parenthood.
Bardavon, there was a candlelight vigil before the meeting. You on Facebook?
Yes, I am.
Go to Women's March New York Poughkeepsie and ask to be added to that group.
Okay.
I got you, son.
Yeah.
You're an admin.
I'm
so
an
you
administrator, so I just add you.
You're an administrator?
I am.
I don't know what that even means. So yeah, just
That
add
means
me.
I'm part of the group and I have certain control.
Oh, I know how you like control. Why? What? You're a Leo. Janet.
I'm a Leo.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was at the. I rolled through the one 3 weeks ago. I remember now.
I had
The
no,
one at Planned Parenthood.
Right. Yes.
I had no idea.
But like the Muslim ban one, that
I
was
didn't-
huge.
yeah, I didn't
it
even
was
know about
in
that.
the newspapers. It was on the radio. It was huge.
and that took place in the same area.
It took place on Market Street
Oh, okay.
in front of the courthouse.
Oh, all right.
And it was covered. The police were there. They had barricades. Entire Market Street from Church Street to Main Street
Yeah.
was closed up because there were so many people there. It's all whether you're willing to find out the information.
Right.
If
Yeah.
if you sit back and you don't do anything, you won't know anything.
That is true.
That is a natural consequence of not searching for things. You won't find it out.
That is very true.
Well, now you know me. I have a mouth. I will find you.
Good to
Just
know.
don't involve him.
Right, Damien?
Leave him out of it.
No?
He's
Yoda can be a bitch.
he's a garbage person.
That's a good profession.
He's rock.
I was about to say that. That was a good show. His wife was awesome.
I hate you motherfuckers.
I ain't fuck nobody's mother.
Lies.
And,
You have fucked many a mother.
and
Maybe not in a long time.
years.
Okay. I'll maybe. That's No, I don't believe that.
Why not?
How long have you and Shorty been together?
What they got to do with the price?
How long have you and Shorty answer the question, Yana? Would you instruct the witness?
To say, who the fuck is Yana?
Apparently she's
Your
somebody's
Honor.
mama.
Your Honor. Yo.
Yana somebody mama?
How long have you and Shorty been together?
As a couple?
Mind your business.
Yes, as a couple.
7 months. 6 months.
MYB.
Then I'm going to go on record as saying you're a fucking liar.
I've not been with anybody's mama in years. Okay, I've not had sex with anybody's mama. I've not vaginally had sex with
Look at
anybody's
her
mama.
face.
Being somebody's mama, I want to know what's wrong with that.
Nothing.
Honestly,
Nothing at
there's
all.
nothing
Nothing
wrong.
at all.
But he's always calling us
All right, see,
motherfuckers.
you got to understand that we have a certain language and it's
He's putting down.
no. See, that's
Oh,
a misrepresentation. No, he's not.
no.
He's not at all. He's not putting down mothers at all.
I was the original MILF hunter. Yes.
No, he's not putting down mothers at all.
I spent my high school years hunting MILFs. Before there was even a term for it. It was just what I did.
Too bad somebody beat you to pog.
And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
No,
I
Miss
still-
Parker.
I still have not seen that movie, but
Oh my God.
it's on my bucket list. It's
Oh,
my
boy.
movie bucket list, but I understand the reference.
It's an
VI,
amazing movie.
This is how we
Understand
got
the
on
reference.
track. The
It's on
beginning
my-
of the motherfucking
it's
show.
on my movie
these,
bucket
these two motherfuckers go in left field with some shit, and then oh man, it was-
It's from the movie The Graduate,
I don't-
where a young man gets
Finds a MILF.
banged out by an older woman.
this is like American Pie, where homeboy always goes over homeboy's mom's.
Yeah, except that's the whole. It's this.
This is a serious
This is like
movie,
Dustin
though.
Hoffman, like 1960s, where it was
60s.
1969.
God damn.
69. Good year.
Good year.
But yeah, that's. But when that was kind of probably
Okay,
a taboo issue of May December romances between the woman being December and the young man being May.
What?
A May December romance where somebody younger is dating someone older.
That was a
Now-
problem since when?
For a guy, for an older guy to have a younger woman, it's kind of been accepted throughout
Forever.
history. But
The other
for
inverse.
the inverse for an older woman to date a younger guy, and not even date him, just bang him,
Which is what they were doing.
right, was kind of, so it's like, oh my God, really? Yeah.
And she loved it.
And now it's, and now the Cougars have found out that, hey, there's something to be said for a 20-year-old back.
Yeah, I guess so.
What?
He's got a strong back.
What?
Yeah, but not worth it.
No?
No.
Oh.
Why would you spend 20 minutes in tolerance when you can have 2 hours of heaven?
I don't know what you mean by that, but okay.
Older
Are you
men are definitely better. They know what they're doing, and they last longer.
See that?
Wait, that happens?
I'm not gonna agree with that. But I have absolutely no experience with older men, so
Not yet.
or men of any kind, for the record.
Not yet. You don't.
I'm gonna take her word for it.
Watch the movie. Get the movie when you have a moment.
I will do
Really
that.
great.
Yeah,
And it's funny.
Define older
Older what?
men, as in
Older men.
what age does that begin?
30?
30 plus.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. You're right.
All right, yeah.
You're absolutely right.
I mean, you know
You
what?
couldn't be more right.
I think with sex, as you mature and as you get more and more experiences under your belt, or just life experience, then you should become better at it. Because when you're young, you're all energy and no talent, no skill. You don't know what you're doing.
Absolutely. Jackrabbits don't know what they're doing.
Right, but once you're like, you know what?
Shout out to Black.
I know how to work these controls. Then you don't have to, jackhammer. You can finesse, and you realize that it's not all just the ramming. That's not sex. Like, there's so many other things that go into it. And as a guy, I've realized that as I've gotten older, I understood that for a woman, and I could be wrong, this may not apply to all women, but for most women, sex is not just penetration. It's kind of like everything encompassing, like beforehand, the foreplay, all the way up until...
And it's not like that for you?
It has become that for me.
Okay.
Once upon a time, foreplay was just the bullshit I had to go through.
What? I'm sorry.
Could you sit over there and
Shut
the
his
fuck
mic.
up?
Shut his mic off.
When I was younger, see, now here's the thing. When I was younger, foreplay was just what I had to go through to get to what I perceived as to be the sex. But as I got older, and especially when I started getting involved, well, not like romantically involved, but having, situations with
Mature
older women. Yeah, keep that off.
When you was fucking with older women, just say it. Once upon a time, you was a young nigga fucking older women.
Okay, and when all that
Shut
was
his-
going
shut
on,
his mic off again.
I learned the importance of, the foreplay and how all of that, the build up, and I learned to actually appreciate it because
let the beat build.
young girls can't give you the same kind of foreplay that a more experienced person can. Even if you're 18 and the
Even young
woman's
girls
23.
think it's about the jackrabbit.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they do.
It goes back to what Eddie Murphy said back in Delirious. It's like,
gonna-
It depends on the parent and how the parent raises the child.
Oh,
Depends-
parents are raising these girls out here?
Depends on the woman.
I didn't know
period.
that.
Cause listen,
A
man,
17-year-old is not a woman.
Well, no, she's not.
if I'm 18 years,
But
Cut his
I would.
cut his bike.
no, I'm going to say that depends on the female. I'll just say that.
So you think that there's there's any 17-year-old, 18-year-old females out there that are,
Well versed in sex, yes.
Yes.
and I mean not well
In
versed
all
sex,
aspects, yes.
then I guarantee you, they were fucking older dudes.
Yeah,
Possibly.
that's probably a prerequisite.
Possibly. I don't listen. No.
At which point-
Here
at
we go.
which
No.
point,
Time
you
out.
need
No.
to consider yourself lucky that she's
No.
fucking with you.
No.
as a
No.
young
No.
dude.
No. No. Listen. Here's why I say no. I'm gonna say no. Just let's take high school for instance. Kids now in high school are doing shit we wasn't doing until we was in our late 20s.
Well, look at the exposure and access they have.
That's a crock of bullshit.
No, it's not. No, it's not. They are doing.
They're
doing a
things-
lot more shit a lot sooner than we did.
There are things that are acceptable now.
Yes, they are.
Like when we were in high school, eating pussy was a taboo.
Not the Drake.
Yes,
Yes, it
I'm
was.
not that much older than you, and eating pussy for me was just fine. When
You
I
were
was
in the
high
right
school.
area.
No.
And I went to a Catholic high school.
Hey,
That was the
There
right
you go.
area.
There you go.
You
There
said,
you go.
ding, 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 ding.
Now-
Do we have
now,
any sound effects? For
eating
that?
pussy was taboo for high school when we were in high school.
When we were in high school, I
Public
got
school?
Yes,
public school, yes.
absolutely.
Public school.
what you have to understand is the perspective. Not only were we in a public high school, it was predominantly black, and with black men, especially the young ones, we totally buy in to our own stereotype when it comes to sexual prowess.
Okay.
I was told by, my peers, oh, you eat pussy, you must have to. Meaning that my ability to perform any other way was in lack. I just like doing it. That was mine, and I wasn't ashamed of the fact that I like doing it because
You sure wasn't.
it wasn't like I was the only one. There were plenty, and see, people have always been comfortable being candid with me. So a couple of the guys who chided me about doing it, I heard firsthand, like, I don't know why he talking shit, like he don't eat my pussy. So it rolled off my back like a pair of legs. So I didn't even think about it. That whole situation. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Do the words Yanni and Lingam mean anything to you?
I know linga's tongue.
Lingam and
Oh.
Yanni.
No, I don't know them.
Yanni, the jazz.
No, these are Indian words.
Oh,
Yanni means woman, and Lingam is for men. When there's a certain type of religious aspect of sex, kind of
Talking
known
about
as
Tantra?
the Kama Sutra and the Tantric.
okay.
Very good.
He's a bitch.
So, so yes, when we were in high school,
I hate
that
you.
was not only taboo; it was frowned upon. It was a point of jest.
Why?
Like I said, we buy into our own stigma when it comes.
No, not just that. 'Cause
We'll buy into the positive stereotypes.
Hey,
So maybe the
no.
Hispanics had a different stigma, because
But they're passionate. They're
Wait.
the Latin lovers.
Yeah.
They didn't eat. Wait, the Spanish dudes didn't eat pussy back in the day?
no, they did.
Oh,
They did, yeah. They're
But
they're
did they
hot,
admit it?
They're caliente.
But did they admit it? Did they admit it
Yeah,
openly?
that
Okay.
was a source of pride that you were able to do that. The more you knew how to do, you boasted.
Listen,
about
me
it.
when I was
Those
young.
Spanish
When I
shit.
was younger, I was the last of the Mohicans. I wasn't eating no pussy. It was like, no, I'm not doing that shit. It's
Yeah.
nasty. I'm not doing
I'm
it.
black. My dick is so big. I shouldn't have to eat her pussy.
No, that was not it for me. That wasn't it for me.
That's the mindset that I was.
That was not
alluding
my.
to.
But that was not my mindset at all. My mindset was just that eating pussy's nasty. I'm not gonna do it. That was it.
Changed his mind on that. However,
Yeah.
back to the point. Now, kids in high school, oral sex isn't even something that
It's
they
a sport.
blink at. Anal sex isn't something
Hey,
that they blink at.
it's a
Gang
sport.
banging isn't something that they blink at. And it's because, I'm not saying it's only because, but it's like the more things are accepted in society, the further the youth feel they have to push the envelope. And given social media and just
All right, here.
smartphones.
One
Every kid
example.
has a smartphone. They have access to porn. If I
Let
could
him
watch
finish.
porn during class,
He interrupts me all the time, so
I would have
can't
never
interrupt him.
passed
Your
high
mic
school.
off.
I would have got an F for fucking. That's what I would have got. But so yeah, there's stuff going on in high school, and that it happened to a degree when we were in high school, but
No.
not on the scale that it
No,
happens.
no.
No, because there's shit you don't know about.
Look, we didn't have the fucking rainbow game in high school.
We didn't, but didn't mean it didn't go on the
Lords,
south side.
Arlington, Lords.
Arlington.
I didn't hear about that shit till Tatum's.
Hold on. The
Tatum's
peop-
group.
The kids we were in honors classes with that we stopped associating with by high school. What the fuck you think they was over there doing?
They was not playing the rainbow.
They
game.
was over there. They was playing the rain. They may not have been playing the rainbow game. They was snorting. They was sniffing. They
All
was
right, yeah,
smoking,
they was doing other
banging.
shit that we wasn't
They
doing.
was
We just
passing
wasn't
each other
into.
around. And there was shit going on.
They're the real futures. They were doing the Xannies first.
All right, Miriam, have you heard of the Rainbow Game? Do you know? Okay, so I'm gonna break it down with the Rainbow Game.
Shout out to RJ Berger.
All right, so the Rainbow Game is
That was a good show.
a guy will see how many different colored lipsticks he can get around his dick by the end of the day.
By the end of the party.
No,
I've heard of that.
End of the high school day, like the high school day. Like in this one case, the lacrosse team, they had their little challenge, and a bunch of different girls would have different colored lipsticks, and whoever had the longest ring around his dick won.
But that man was very stupid, or that boy was very stupid, because if he would have gotten some deep throat, he wouldn't have any rings on his dick.
High school, young and dumb.
Turn all of our mics off.
Wow.
You said it.
No gag reflexes.
Yes.
Oh shit.
I wish.
And on that note, things coming out. God bless and good night.
I wish I can go to high school.
Okay.
Nobody.
Yes, you are
nobody's yearning for
absolutely
high school.
correct, but this is high school. You're not thinking. You're not smart. You're just trying to win the game.
Yeah.
Maybe because I went to a Catholic school?
Maybe.
That might be it.
You know what? Black did go to Catholic schools.
So
He
he's
had
too dark to collect, rainbows. It all just look like I'm just anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I've always had the perception that parochial schools, since they're so suppressed in what they're allowed to do, that they probably the kids do so much more because they're not supposed to. It's less like I don't know, restrictive. So kids are like springs. The more you restrict them, the harder back they're gonna bounce.
Yes and no. I had some very awesome nuns teaching me in high school. And yeah, it was restrictive, but at the same time...
Oh my God, okay.
Listen,
they were telling me...
I think some people
people
have natural inclinations to things more so than others, and sex being one of them.
Yeah, I believe that.
Just like some people are more inclined to sports, they pick it up well, easy. Some people are inclined to sex. So it just depends on the person.
Yeah.
I've just been studying a lot. I'm still no good at it.
Okay, well,
Lies he tells.
we studied it in high school.
I did market research.
I want to flip the bird to number 45.
Yeah.
Yes, let's
Let's voting, going to meetings.
Sounding off.
Y los hispanos.
See.
Los Hispanos.
You look like one of the motherfuckers.
I probably
You
am.
could you could pass.
I don't know what I am.
You
so
could
I
pass for so many different cultures. It's ridiculous. All right, Dre, take us out of here.
Well, that's our show. Thank you for listening to our podcast, which hopefully D will have put up shortly after we finished recording this, or at least some point in the very, very near future. Because today is February 23rd, 2017.
Timestamp.
So, tune in next week.
Thank you, Yoda. Excuse me, Sylvr.
March 14th, go to the town meeting.
I'll be there Tuesday. I can make that happen.
Tuesday, March 14th. The Facebook group is...
Women's March in New York, Poughkeepsie. And there's also Dutchess County Now, a national organization of women.
Yes, subscribe to that, and you can subscribe or follow. I'm
Just
not
follow on Facebook.
Follow, okay, because I'm not well
Subscribe is YouTube, but
Okay, whatever.
we got
Hook
you.
up with that with them,
Hook up with that shit, you heard?
and be more well informed as to community activism and
Get
ways you can get engaged. So yes, thank you, Sylvr.
Thank you for joining us.
I like the name better than Yoda. Well, that's what you. refer
She's
to.
my Yoda, so
Fuck what you call.
nigga, eat a dick.
All right. So, and in latest news,
This motherfucker here. We have to end this show so I can get the shit out of D. Because he said that shit real disrespectfully.
And it was so left field too. Normally we can tolerate a eat a dick.
Oh wait,
every
time
now
out,
and then.
time out, nigga. Every time you say that shit to me, it's disrespectful.
Yeah, well,
It doesn't stop you from saying it.
it's all about timing.
Oh, what the fuck, man? Fuck both of y'all.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening. Thank our special guest Sylvr, aka Miriam. D calls her Yoda. I
This
don't
was
like-
fun.
You should come back.
You need to come
Thank
again.
you.
You can come back anytime you want, and next time we can have a full-on discussion about things to improve.
Well, maybe we can just update once in a while on what's going on in the neighborhood and
Yeah,
what
we can talk about
do.
that too. Yeah, but
What the fuck?
we can definitely talk about things that's gonna go in D's ass.
Soap and water, motherfucker, and tissue. That's it.
Well, that's a good douche right there too. So tune in next week for your weekly dose of real talk.
Real music.
And real people.
Even though we ain't played not one song all fucking night, it is what
That's
it
the
is.
music director's fault.
It is what it is. After hours.
I'm sorry.
Peace. Check us out on YouTube.
Good night.
Voting. Going to meetings.
Sounding off.
Y los hispanos.
See. See.
Los Hispanos.
You look like one of the motherfuckers.
I probably
You
am.
could pass
I don't
for-
know what I am.
You
so
could
I
pass for so many different cultures. It's ridiculous. All right, Dre, take us out of here.
Well, that's our show. Thank you for listening to our podcast, which hopefully D will have put up shortly after we finished recording this, or at least some point in the very, very near future. Because today is February 23rd, 2017.
Timestamp.
So, tune in next
Thank
week.
you, Yoda. Excuse me, Sylvr.
March 14th, go to the town meeting.
I'll be there Tuesday. I can make that. I can make that happen.
Tuesday, March 14th. The Facebook group is...
Women's March in New York, Poughkeepsie. And there's also Dutchess County Now, a national organization of women.
Yes, subscribe to that, and you can subscribe or follow. I'm
Just
not
follow on Facebook.
Follow, okay, because I'm not well.
Subscribe is YouTube, but
Okay, whatever.
we got
Hook
you.
up with that with them,
Hook up with that shit, you heard?
and be more well informed as to community activism and
Get
ways you can get engaged. So yes, thank you, Sylvr.
Thank you for joining us.
I like that name better than Yoda. Well, that's what you.
She's
refer
my
to.
Yoda. So
Fuck what you call.
nigga, eat a dick.
All right. So, in latest news,
This motherfucker here. We have to end this show so I can beat the shit out of D. Because he said that shit real disrespectfully.
and it was so left field too. Normally we can tolerate a eat a dick.
Oh wait,
every
time
now
out,
and then.
time out, nigga. Every time you say that shit to me, it's disrespectful.
Yeah, well,
It doesn't stop you from saying it.
it's all about timing.
Oh, what the fuck, man? Fuck both of y'all.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening. Thank our special guest Sylvr, aka Miriam. D calls her Yoda. I
This
don't
was
like-
fun.
You should come back.
You need to come
Thank
again.
you.
You can come back anytime you want, and next time we can have a full-on discussion about things to improve.
Well, maybe we can just update once in a while on what's going on in the neighborhood and
Yeah,
what
we can talk about
do.
that too. Yeah, but
What the fuck?
we can definitely talk about things that's gonna go in D's ass.
Soap and water, motherfucker, and tissue. That's it.
Well, that's a good douche right there too. So tune in next week for your weekly dose of real talk.
Real music.
And real people.
Even though we ain't played not one song all fucking night, it is what
That's
it
the
is.
music director's fault.
It is what it is. After hours.
I'm sorry.
Peace. Check us out on YouTube.
Good night.